Hey folks, welcome to the channel, and today I'm going over 5 things that I dislike about my 2019 Mustang EcoBoost. Coming in at number 1 will be, it's not a V8. No, I'm kidding. Before I start, I want to say that I really love this car, and if it weren't for these 5 minor annoyances, it would be almost perfect in my eyes. So let's get started. Coming in at number 1 will be the rattles on the interior. So when I don't have the music going, sometimes I can hear some rattles coming from like this area, or sometimes by the glove box area. Usually when I'm driving alone, I'm listening to music, but if I have someone in the car, sometimes I'll be having a conversation with them and you can hear the rattles in the background. It's just kind of annoying. Coming in at number 2 will be the fit and finish of some of the body panels. The interior is perfect. From what I've seen, it looks pretty good. Everything's lined up pretty good. But this area is usually pretty whacked out on all Mustangs. As you can see, like, there's a big dip and gap and stuff right here. And then the hood kind of gets tight right here, then flares out up here. And if you look at it from this way, you can see there's a big ridge right here. So when I'm driving, it looks kind of like the hood is like pushed down past into the fenders. And some Mustangs I've driven, this will be actually pretty even with this. And then the other side will be like down, or you just have to get lucky with the way your fit and finish is on your Mustang. But at least on mine, that's what I've noticed, that area. And then also, I get over here. So this is on the passenger side. The rear bumper doesn't line up the greatest. You can see this kind of comes down here. It's kind of weird there, and then body line's pretty tight here, and then kind of pokes out right here, and then sinks in right here. So this part is up past this part. So the fit and finish isn't perfect. You can see this side, same thing as the driver. It's all close here, and then big gap here, huge gap right here, and then comes up and flares out. So not a huge problem, but you know, it's obviously not going to be perfect. And it's not just my car. Like I said, a lot of 2020 Mustangs are like this. It's just the hood and this area are just never really lined up all that great, along with the back bumper. All right, coming in at number 3 will be the 10-speed automatic. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship with this transmission. Under full throttle, it shifts perfect, but when you're driving around town in normal driving situations, or sometimes in parking lots, it'll feel kind of clunky, and it'll keep shifting between like first and third gear. And also the paddle shifters. Under full throttle, the upshifts are pretty quick and snappy, but under light throttle, like if you just want to drive around with the paddles but you're not driving crazy, it shifts kind of slow. And then downshifts, if you're hard on the brakes, the downshifts will be pretty quick, but again, if you're just driving normally, the downshifts will be kind of slow as well. Another thing on the topic of paddle shifters, if you try to downshift into second gear or first gear, it's usually pretty lurchy, and it usually doesn't like that. Coming in at number 4 is going to be the sync system. And while I love the way it looks, it can be a little bit laggy at times. So as you can see, it will look like audio. See, it took a minute there. It takes like about a second delay to go through each menu. But once you click it once, then it'll go through fast. See? So it's fast after you've already clicked it once. Not a huge deal, but just something that's kind of annoying at times. Alright, and the 5th and final thing that I dislike is how loud the backup sensors are. Take a listen when I back into the garage. super loud backup sensors, which is really annoying. So sometimes I just turn them off like that when I back in and just do without them. It's really annoying. On 2020 models, they fixed this issue, so it's not as ear-piercing loud anymore. And if you had the digital gauges, you didn't have to worry about that, because the digital gauges had softer tone come out from, I think, up here somewhere, or at least it was quieter with the digital gauges. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.